Good evening, Omar. Good evening, Constantino.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, Omar.
Good evening, teacher.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good, teacher. Thank you. And you? How
Good.
was your day?
It was good. Thanks for asking. And Omar, you have the presentation today, right?
Yes, it's short, but I I
Yep.
I went.
It will be before 9. Before 9, like 10 or 15 minutes before, because there is another person missing too. So we'll have it at the end. So how
It's
was?
necessary that I.
Yes.
It's necessary to uploading at the Schoology.
If you have it on your computer, you can project it.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, pues,
And
in my computer, I can you.
probably later you can upload it because I need to assign you a score. So when I have the document over there, I can assign a score. Otherwise, to to modify the file just to add the score.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so how was the day? How was your day, Omar?
Sorry, teacher. What is the question?
How was your day?
It was good. Thank you. I went to Santa Tecla because I need to go to the doctor, dentist in specific. But my mom is a little bit. Uh, I feel um, un pequeño dolor. I forgot the word.
A little pain.
Uh, uh, I feel a little pain of my mom because the door is closed. Just
Okay,
that. Then I come back my home.
good. And we also have Edwin. Good evening, Edwin.
Good evening, teacher. How are you?
Good. Yourself?
Yeah, I am good. A little tired, but good.
How was your day?
My day was so tired on the
What?
work, but good.
When's your day off?
Excuse me?
When's your day off?
Saturday
Oh, it was
and
recently.
Sunday. Yeah,
It was recently, just 3 days ago. Well, but you're about to
yeah,
have another one because you have only Thursday and Friday, and then you have 2 days off. Good.
yeah.
How about
It's
vacation? Are
good
you are you
for me.
going to work, guys, on vacation the Holy Week?
Yeah, I will go to the work.
Okay, so that's probably
We have vacation only if the vacation days are the same of the or day off. If
okay.
no are they off, no vacation.
So that's probably why I received some news today that we will have classes next week.
Yeah,
So we will finish
maybe.
next week. Yeah, they told me today in the morning. So we have
I don't
classes
know.
next week. Okay, good. Good evening, Roberto Zuniga.
Good evening, teacher. Good evening, guys.
How are you, Roberto?
I am so tired.
So everyone is tired, I guess. When's your
Yes.
day off?
Today is my day off.
How are you tired if it is your day off?
I was too busy because I was looking for classes because the doctor how do you say, receive me,
Prescribe.
sunglasses, excuse,
Prescribe.
yeah, describing,
Prescribe.
sunglasses for reading, for read, or
To read.
to read, yes, prescribe, yes. I was looking
Okay.
for that, and after that, I was playing soccer with my son. Yes,
That's
also
nice.
was fixing my washing machine. Yes.
Okay, good. So there is a good reason why you feel time. Good. We also have David. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you, David?
Fine.
And how was your day?
You?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How was your day?
Fine. It's
So David is always chilled. He doesn't have any problem. He's not stressed.
good.
Good, David. I I wish I were like you.
No.
You're all the time relaxed, so you're not busy. You're always chilled. Good. Let's see, Juan Ramirez. How are you, Juan? Good evening.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, teacher. Thank you.
All right. And the last person is Marlon. Good evening, Marlon.
Good evening, teacher.
How you doing?
I'm fine with a lot of work.
Are you working right now?
No, in this moment, no,
Oh,
but
okay.
I
But today
continue.
in the morning, yes.
Yes, all day.
Okay. Yeah, I know that probably the kind of job that you have is not the easiest one, but you need to deal with that situation every day. Yes, you have to remember those goals that you have in mind. Yes, so that you can achieve them. Good. So we are going to start with the attendance, and later we are going to give me just a second. Reset this entering. We are going to have the beginning of the class. So let's start with attendance. I will share the screen. Please be present when you hear your name. So first person, Felix, but he's not here right now, maybe later. Josue is not here right now. Eric, we don't know him. Marlon,
Present.
Adolfo is not here. Nancy is not here right now. Omar,
Present.
David, Francisco is not here
Present.
now. Stanley is not here right now. Edwin,
Present, teacher.
good. Manuel is not here right now. Juan,
Present, teacher.
Lisette,
Present teacher.
Francisco Spire is not here right now. And Roberto Zuniga.
Present teacher.
Okay, so those are the ones that are at the beginning of the class. So today's topic and yesterday's topic are really, really easy. The topic that we had yesterday was easy, but if you remember at the end, we had a little bit of more information to give. So we are going to do the same today. The topic will be easy, but you need to give more information too, not only like basic things. So let's start by sharing a question with you and the objective that we have for today. So first person to help me read will be T. David. So you will see the objective on the left that it says I'll be able to. David.
Yes, objective. I will be allowed to.
Be allowed or be able to?
Be able to, sorry. I will be able to express possibility to request permission.
Perfect. And to start with this topic, I have a question for Edwin Mendez. How often do you ask for permission at work? Edwin?
I don't know, teacher, but I think maybe we will say I can, I don't know, faltar.
No, but how often do you ask for permission? How often do you do it? How often do you ask for permission at work?
On English, I don't know.
Oh. No, I mean, how often do you ask for permission at work? Because you
Ah,
need,
how often? Oh, yeah, yeah.
yes, how often?
Sorry. How often? It's not common for me,
How many
but
times in a year?
maybe in the years, maybe 3 or 4 times.
Two, three or four?
Yeah, on the
Three or
year,
three or four what?
time, 3 or 4 times
Time or
for
times?
permission, times,
Okay,
3 or 4 times.
perfect. Now, Roberto Zuniga, what is the process or the procedure to request a permission? What do you have to do? What is the process to follow?
Depend on the, we have different process. For example, if that is for the reason, or medical reason, the technician, it is show call with the supervisor, uh, and it was an emergency. Excuse me. If that is an emergency, the technician had to call the supervisor. When he go to the company, he he should no, he could engrave in increase in the system,
Introduce in the system.
interest in the system. In this case, the permit,
The permission.
the permission. After that, the supervisors have to approve. After that, the Planillas department have to approve that. And also, he had to add an compromise about.
Okay. Like a medical leave, probably.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Roberto. So, as you were saying, there are some things that you need to do or that you have to do. But when you don't know the process, someone can ask you what to do, and you can also give the possibilities that the person has. And this is what we have in this conversation between Hank and Julie. So, first person is going to be David. David is going to be Hank. And let's see, Juan Ramirez is going to be Betty. And Omar is going to be Julie because you have three people. So Hank, Julie, and Betty. So you can start right now.
Okay. Good morning, ladies. How are you? Sorry. Good morning, ladies. How are you? How are you going today?
How are you doing, David? How are you doing today? How you doing? How are
Uh-huh.
you doing? So start again.
How are you doing? Okay. Good morning, ladies. How are you doing today?
Hello, Hank. I'm okay, but Betty is not.
Really?
Really?
What's wrong, Betty? Betty.
I have a Hank.
Hold on. David is Hank. Omar is Julie.
Sorry, teacher. Sorry.
And Juan, you are
One more
Betty.
time.
Okay, let's start again. One, two,
Okay.
go.
Good morning, ladies. How are you doing today?
Hello, Hank. I'm okay, but Betty's not.
Really? What's wrong, Betty?
Well, my mother is sick, and my sister can't go see her tomorrow.
I am sorry to hear that. You call us for permission.
He's right. You could go to HR department and request a form. Could I could I mention the reason for the permission?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good, thank you. Probably there is a mistake in the conversation because when Julie says he's right, you could go to HR department and request a form. And the next person, Julie again, it should be Betty. So here it has to be Betty. Let's add something over here so that you can see that this is Betty. So this one in yellow has to be Betty. So I will add the letter B over here. So you remember that it's Betty. Okay, so next person, and David. How do you pronounce cold or could?
Cool, cool, cool,
You only
cool,
say could. You don't
cool.
pronounce the L. Yes? Next one. Adolfo is going to be Hank. Lisette is going to be Julie. And Stanley is going to be Betty.
Hey, good evening. Good morning, ladies. How are you doing today?
Hello, Ham. I am okay, but Betty is not.
Really? What's wrong, Betty?
Well, my mother is sick, and my sister can go see her tomorrow.
I am sorry to hear that. You could ask for permission.
He's right. You could go to HR department and request a form.
Will I mention the reason for my permission?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Good. Just the pronunciation. How do you say Lisette? HR or HR?
HR.
Mm, really? So in the alphabet, the letter that you have after H is R or R. When you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, or Q, R, S? Lisette, open.
Is our teacher.
So it is R, no R. So HR department.
Pero así lo dije, ¿y por qué me hace dudar?
No, you said HR department. You didn't say HR. You can watch the video that I'm recording right now and you can watch it later and you said HR and it is HR. I don't know if I heard that you said R instead of R, but you can watch a video later and you will see it. I'm not lying. That's what I heard. Yes? but it is are. Next one. When you say the pronunciation is what's wrong? Wrong. You pronounce only the letter R. You don't pronounce the W. You don't say wrong. What's wrong? Mm-mm. What's wrong? You pronounce only the letter R. Yes? Good. Next one. Marlon, you're going to be Hank. Let's see who's missing. Edwin, you're going to be Julie. And next person to help me would be Roberto with Beth or Betty. So let's listen to them because Constantino can speak right now.
Good morning, ladies. How are you doing today?
Hello, Hank. I am okay, but Betty is not.
Really? What's wrong, Betty?
Betty, Roberto,
Well, my mother is sick and my sister can't go see her tomorrow.
I'm sorry to hear that. You could ask for permission.
He is right. You could go to HR department and request a form.
Could I mention the reason for the permission?
Yes, absolutely.
perfect. Thank you. So this is the first conversation that you have over there. And as you can see, they are asking for information or steps to follow when you want to ask for permission. So first person is going to be Juan. Can you read the first question that you have in the part three, Juan? Juan Ramirez? Open your cameras, guys, so that I can see that you are over there. Juan Ramirez, open the camera. Lisette, open your camera. So Juan, can you read number one, please?
Okay. What is the problem with Betty?
Good. Now number two, Juan.
Oh, two. Number two.
Now number two.
Do you know? Do you know some who had a similar situation?
Some or someone?
Uh, Someone.
Okay. So here you have the two
Do
questions.
you know someone?
One.
Uh, yes, I do.
Okay. So maybe you know
Uh,
someone who had a similar situation, right? And you're going to work in pairs right now. You're going to answer the two questions with your classmate. The first one is related to the conversation. What is the problem with Betty? What's the problem? And the second one is, do you know someone who had a similar situation at work? Probably not in your company, or maybe in your company, maybe in another company, your cousin, your mother had a similar situation. So, what you have to do is to tell your classmate about these two questions. The first one, you answer it, you agree or disagree. And in the second one, you tell the experience that someone had. So, I will make the groups right now, and you have to enter. So, enter right now. Enter the set. Hi,
Okay,
Ron.
teacher.
I'm going to work with you because I think this set has a problem. So, first question. It was, what's wrong with Betty? What was the problem?
I understand the biggest problem is his mother is sick and his sister can go to see her mother or Betty's sister.
His sister or her sister?
Excuse me?
Did you say his
Betty's
sister or her sister?
her sister.
Exactly, her
Yes.
sister, because
That,
you're talking
that
about.
is
Exactly.
okay.
Good. Do you know someone who had a similar situation, like Betty's situation?
For example, they before yesterday, I remember I was working, but we have in a dispatch. In this case, I didn't have time to check if all the technician uh, were present in the company. Uh, but I remember about yesterday I received a WhatsApp from the from a technician. His name is uh, Eduardo and Rodney. Excuse me, Chief. Yesterday I couldn't go to the work because I had to I went with my father to the hospital because he had an emergency. Was a possible cardiac paro cardíaco. I don't know how do you say that.
Heart
Uh,
attack.
Excuse me,
Heart attack.
heart attack.
Yes.
Okay, so he had a possible heart attack, and I didn't have time to call you and Rod. He told me, and my answer was okay. You have to increase. What is the word?
Introduce what?
Introduce a permit. If you have a compromise, it 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 could be. It should, yes, it could be with um, goce sueldo, teacher. I don't know. If you don't have compromise, you have to esa palabra. Introduce a
Okay.
permit without salary for this day, for that day. The idea is whatever you can, uh, the technician had the opportunity of the increase the permit, in, in, introduce the permit, and don't have problem with his 16 or 17, 16 days in a discount.
Okay, so I understand. You can have the permission,
Yeah.
but without payment.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say. You can have the permission without payment.
With a payment, but only for 1 day. You remember?
Oh, but I mean, without payment.
Without payment. Okay. You remember?
Without payment.
You don't. If the technician does not
Mhm.
introduce his permit, he could lose his payment for the day plus uh,
7th.
7 days. That is the
Uh-huh.
idea. Yeah. And after that, he told me today. I remember I was thinking. Uh, he told me I introduced the permit without payment. I called today. I called him one more time and told, hey, did you have a receipt or prescription, whatever you have? I gonna give you the opportunity to introduce one more time the permit with um, with payment, and you have to. The idea is erase the permit interest previously introduced, and it 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 could introduce a new permit. But he told me, excuse me, but the other supervisor approved that. When that was approved, uh, you can revertir the process. I
I
told him,
I
excuse me,
understand.
you were told me before. May I told him you were told me before that. I could be held you from the beginning of the process.
Okay. Now, do you have the discretional days, like 2 discretional days in the year or 3 discretional days, or they don't exist at work?
Discretional days. What do
Yes,
you mean?
discretional days are like most of the time they are three discretional days in a year that you,
Ah,
that you
that's
can
our five.
that you
Five.
that you can take without any permission. I mean any problem
It,
because you only say I
with
need
a,
a discretional day. Even sometimes you don't need to say why you need a permission.
yes, teacher, but the problem is the communication because if they don't tell me nothing, I couldn't know about if they just that because, for example, uh, today he could work with myself, but the next month he could be with other supervisor.
Hmm.
That is a problem. But
You don't have like a control.
yes, I try to have the control, but
No,
they
but I mean to have the control how many times that person has asked for permission.
yes, but the problem is the technician uh, never uh, give us the information necessary to. For example, imagine uh, every 15 days when we receive the payment, the secretary are send us a lot of email because the person have omitted marcations and unjustified permit unjustified permit, and we have to call to the technician. Hey, do you have a omitted marcation or unjustified absence? And he said me, I forget that. I don't remember. I don't have. This is very, very difficult.
Yeah,
Very
I think.
difficult because I believe the every one or every technician how to care here payment in money.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. Good. Okay, so we are going to go back to main session because we have to move on to next activity. Okay, guys. So I had to work with Roberto because he said had a problem with her connection, but we were talking about those people or those workers who ask for permission, but we were talking about discretional days that in some companies you can miss like 3 days or 2 days and like that. So there is no like a control on that. And if you checked in the conversation, you were using something in the questions and in the answer. Do you remember the word that was common in questions and in the answers? What was the common question? What was the common answer? What was the common word in those questions and answers? In the conversation that we had before we answered the questions. No one? No, I can't
When
be.
I start the
I don't.
when I start the ask the question
The question with?
with do you
No.
no.
The conversation that you had at the beginning, that you were reading, Hank, Julie, and Betty.
Teacher,
Maybe could.
Perfect. So this is what we are going to check right now. Sometimes you can see the word could, and many students have problem. Are they talking about the past? Is that about the future? Is that in the present? So some people get confused about the use of could. Now I will show you a video, and on this video you will find the answer to that question. You will see how to use could for different situations because you can use it for more than one situation. So I will play it right now, and you can also take notes because I will ask you later about it. So take notes, guys.
Let me
The first use is over there.
think. When I was 4 or 5, I could ride a bicycle. At the age of 6, I could read and write. At primary school, I could speak English, but only a little bit. I could play basketball very well at secondary school. When I started high school, I could play the guitar a bit. At university, I could play the guitar better and I could speak Spanish. I could do many things. I could take up some new hobbies. For example, I could learn how to surf or how to play golf. I could read more books, watch more movies, and listen to more music. I could also travel around the world. That could be very interesting. Besides, I could take part in some charity projects. To start with, we could use the public transportation more and our cars less. Maybe we could ride a bicycle to go to school or work. I think we could save more energy to decrease the use of fossil fuels. Also, we could support organizations that are fighting against global warming. I believe that these could help a lot against global warming. A lot of things. For example, having more friends could make me happier. Making more money could make me happier as well. Meeting my favorite actors or singers could make me really happy. These are the things that come to my mind right now. I must say I am happy actually, but these things could make me happier. I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm not very good with one. I think you could call the IT and ask for help. They could fix the problem right away.
Okay, so there in parentheses, you had the different uses that you can have with could. So I want to ask you one by one. Juan Ramirez, tell me one of the uses.
Por ejemplo, en the sugerencias,
Suggestion.
suggestion,
Repeat it.
suggestion.
Suggestion.
So, yes, suggestion,
It's not tion, it is chan. Suggestion.
suggestion,
Suggestion.
so, suggestion, suggestion.
That's better. That's better. So that is one. That is one. For suggestion, it is one. Marlon, another one?
For permission,
Good. Another one, Omar? Omar?
Um, I don't know, teacher.
It was on the video in parentheses. In
Possibility.
oh, that's another one possibility. Good. Adolfo?
For request,
Request that is similar to a favor. Good. Edwin?
Unreal future, I think.
Unreal situations.
Unreal situation. Yeah, unreal situation.
That is similar to say imaginary situations. Good. Is there another one that we are missing? Yes, there is one. What is
Past.
Prohibition, teacher.
perfect, Roberto? It is for the past. Yes, when you talk about abilities that you had in the past. So summarizing, as you were saying, you can use could to express the past, but the past of what? The past of can. Your ability in the past. Number two, for request or permissions, as you were saying, or favors. Could you open the door, please? Could you send me the information, please? So request, permission, or favor. Yes. Number three, David.
And I have a question, teacher.
Yes.
And past is can or couldn't.
The past of can is could.
Okay.
But what we are analyzing right now is that that word could has different meanings
Mm,
because you can use them in different situations. You can use it when you want to talk about your abilities in the past. For example, when I was a kid, I could,
mm.
I don't know, I could dance.
I could talk.
Yeah, could be. Because there are some kids, they go to kindergarten, they can speak very well. So
Yeah.
if you could, that was an ability, so you could. Or you could
Okay.
read. That's another ability that some
Ah,
people
yeah.
when they start kindergarten. So that is an ability. Can in the past, could. That is the first use. The second one that we were saying is for request, for permission, or for favor. When you ask for a favor, could you open the door, please? Could you repeat the pronunciation, please? So like that, could you repeat the question, please? So you use it, and in that case, you're not asking for ability. It's just asking for permission, for a request, and like that. Then the third one that we were saying is for unreal situations, imaginary situations. And I always join imaginary situations with possibilities because that is possible. Maybe one day that is possible. So we can join unreal situations with possibilities to make predictions. For example, you can say, if I got, I don't know, a bonus this month, if I got a bonus this month, this is not real, it's only imaginary situation. So if I got a bonus this month, I will go to the beach. I would go to the beach. You can replace it and you can say I could. I could go to the beach. Yes. And the other use that you were saying was for suggestion. For example, oh, I have a headache. And then you give me suggestions. For example, Stanley, give me a suggestion. I have a headache. What could I do? What could I do, Stanley?
You could take a pill.
Perfect. So it's a suggestion. And it is a possibility too. You could take this or this. Yes? So that is how you use the word could. As you know, it has different meanings. But today, what are we doing? Well, today we are talking about possibilities. So we are checking if it is possible to do something or not. So let's work on that. I will share the screen. Just give me a second. Okay. So in this class, the purpose is, or the objective is, to describe possibilities. So here we have the grammar box. David, can you read it, please?
For the box is use the modal verb could to express possibility in this box.
Yes?
Okay.
Good.
Structure. Subject plus should plus verb plus complement.
Okay.
Example.
There is a mistake over there. What is the mistake, David?
School, no should.
Oh, perfect. So eliminate should and you need to add could. Good, David, good. Now tell me the examples. David?
Okay, example. You could request a day off. You could talk to your supervisor or the manager. She could explain her situation. We could take the company transportation.
Company or company?
Companies transportation.
Perfect. So what you're doing, as David was saying, is to describe possibilities or to give possibilities. You don't have to use the S. She could. Mm-mm. You only say she could explain. No S in the verb. Why not? Because you have could. So use could and then the verb. Easy and simple. Any questions about it, guys? No? No. All right. So now I will play a video. This is similar to one of the questions that we had in the first video. The question was, what could we do to decrease what?
The warm.
Global warming. Global warming. Good. Who knows the meaning of global warming? What's global warming?
Calentamiento global.
But the definition in English?
Oh,
Station? But good because you know it. But the definition?
The planet hot? No,
The planet
hot.
and the verb.
Mm,
Because
the
is
hot.
the planet is
when the planet gets hot, or better,
Uh, the
when the
planet
weather gets
gets hot.
hot, or when the weather gets hot, and it is true. Yes. So this is a real problem, not only in El Salvador but in all the world. So we can do some things, but first we are going to analyze the, let's say, like the cause of this problem. What causes this problem, and later you're going to tell me possibilities to solve that problem. So let's watch this video. You can take notes too, because you will talk with your classmate about it
Air
later.
pollution consists of chemicals or particles in the atmosphere that pose serious health and environmental threats. Air pollution consists of chemicals or particles in the atmosphere that pose serious health and environmental threats. But what causes air pollution, and what does it mean for our planet? Some air pollution comes from natural sources like volcanic eruptions, wildfires, or allergens. But most air pollution results from human activities, such as energy use and agriculture. There are different types of human-made air pollution. When we burn fossil fuels to produce energy, they release greenhouse gases into the air. These emissions, such as carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and fluorinated gases, trap heat from the sun in Earth's atmosphere, leading to a rise in global temperatures. This creates a cycle where air pollution contributes to climate change, and climate change creates higher temperatures. In turn, higher temperatures intensify some types of air pollution. For example, climate change increases smog because it forms in the presence of high heat and increased levels of ultraviolet radiation. More frequent extreme weather, such as flooding, contributes to damp conditions and therefore to a rise in mold. Warmer weather also leads to longer pollen seasons and therefore more pollen production. Smog is a type of air pollution that reduces visibility and has serious health effects. Smog can be divided into two categories: sulfurous and photochemical. Sulfurous smog is made up of chemical compounds called sulfur oxides. It occurs when burning sulfur-bearing fossil fuels such as coal. Photochemical smog, also called ground-level ozone, is a result of the reaction between sunlight, nitrogen oxides, and volatile organic compounds. Nitrogen oxides come from car exhaust, coal power plants, and factory emissions. Volatile organic compounds are released from gasoline, paints, and many cleaning solvents. Smog not only creates a brown haze that reduces visibility, but also harms plants, irritates the eyes, and causes respiratory distress. Another category of air pollution is toxic pollutants. These are chemicals such as mercury, lead, dioxins, and benzene that are released during gas or coal combustion, waste incineration, or burning of gasoline. In addition to adverse environmental effects, toxic air pollution can cause serious health problems such as cancer, reproductive complications, and birth defects. While air pollution has many consequences for our planet, there are solutions. We can limit toxic pollutants, smog, and greenhouse gases by decreasing the use of fossil fuels, such as in transportation, manufacturing, and electricity generation. Reducing air pollution not only contributes to a cleaner environment and better human health, but can also slow the rate of global warming.
So that was a video, and as you can see, you had all the consequences that we can have, and also what causes the problem. So we are missing solutions. What are the solutions? They mention like two or three solutions, but I also need that you tell your classmate what kind of solutions can we have to this problem. Try to use could, because those are possibilities. Solutions are possibilities. So try to do it together. You will write a list of things that you could do in order to solve this problem. So let's see, you are right now 11. So one group, no, you're 10 because Constantino can work. So you're 10, exactly. So you will work in pairs. So in the first group, we'll have Adolfo and Omar. In the second one, Marlon and Nancy. In the third one, Constantino, that will be listening, Edwin and Stanley. In the number four, David and Juan. And Lisette will be listening to Marlon and Nancy. But I don't know if she will be able to connect because she hasn't entered with the audio yet. So I guess she's having problems. She sent a picture to the WhatsApp group. But if she can, she will be just listening because of her internet. Yes? So enter right now and create those solutions. I will give you exactly 7 minutes to think on those solutions that you have to tell us about. So enter right now.
Only searching Google.
I think that is renewable energy is a good option. Electric car or electric motorcycle. In this country, we have electric motorcycle, but this a little bit expensive. Depends of the kind of motorcycle. Other solution
Other,
is
um,
solar paneles solares.
yes, or try
Solar
to
panel.
save store.
Solar panel. Thank you.
But I need that you tell us we could, and then you tell me what we could buy or
Yes,
we could install solar
we
panels in all houses in San Salvador to decrease the consume of energy. That is this. So things like that. That's what I need. That you try to analyze a little bit more, not only a list of things. Try to say why and how we can do it. Yes.
Okay.
yes.
You could
You
plant
could plant more trees.
more trees.
Try to give more information, not only the list. Like you could plant some trees. Try to give more information. How, where, why, like
Mm,
that. Yes.
Mm,
Um,
I don't know. We could use uh, bike when we have to go short distance.
Short distance, people use the bicycle.
Yeah, we
Okay.
could use high t-shirt.
Just one little thing. Try to give more
Yes.
information, like how we could do it. Yes. When we could do it. Why we could do that. Yes, just to add more information.
Yeah,
For example, one group was saying we could plant more trees, and it is
yes,
possible,
we do.
but that information is too short, it's too basic. So try to add something else to show another level. Yes. So, oh, we could plant more
Yeah,
trees in all San Salvador because I think that is the place that needs more tree. And the reason is because we have deforestation. Yes. So something like well
yeah.
structured to provide a better idea.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe we could use bicycle.
okay.
Sorry,
The
guys,
reason, okay.
just
Do
one more
not,
thing. Um, if you are given the solutions, remember that you have to use could. Yes. For
Yes.
example, I was saying in our group that if you say, for example, we could plant more trees, that is correct, but it's too basic. Too basic. We could plant some trees is too basic. So I need that you add more information. You can say when, how, why,
mm,
like that. So we can plan or we could plant more trees in all San Salvador because San Salvador is a department that is more polluted than the rest of the
important.
departments, and also because we have a lot of deforestation in San Salvador because of overpopulation and because we are building too many houses. Yes, so things like that, just to add more information.
Okay.
So continue.
Okay.
And this do
All right, Roberto Zuniga, you're going to work with me. So, Roberto, have you written any solutions for this problem? Your microphone, Roberto?
I remember one time I was reading about, and, and on that case, one of my solution was we have to stop cutting down the forest for agriculture because
Agriculture.
yes, because that's it's like we are cutting the pulmon. I don't know what how may I say pulmon. And the
Lungs. We are cutting the
our
lungs.
lungs. The forests are lungs for the planet lungs. Yes, that
You're
was
right.
one solution, and I remember the other was uh, the farm is the most is the reason the most contamination or pollution in the world, and that contributes for the global warming because uh, I remember that is for the
But what could we do? What could we do in that case with the farms?
uh, the let me check the ganado. I remember the ganado produce a lot of methane gas. That is the big problem for the contamination in the global warm.
Warming. Global
Global,
warming.
yes.
Yes, what he wanted to say was stock animals. Stock animals. STOCK. Stock animals.
But for this reason, other is you have to eat less meat
We
than.
could. Okay, so that would be another solution. Try to tell me we could do this,
Yes, it's
could
good.
do that.
Excuse me, teacher. But I was thinking about we have this. We could
Mhm.
we could to stop.
We could stop. Could
We
stop.
could yes, we could stop to eating meat. Too
Meat.
much meat. Eat too much meat.
Meat.
Meat. We could stop
Eating.
to eating.
Stop eating.
We could stop eating so much meat.
Hmm.
That is one. That is
But tell me why and how we can do it.
ah because that's uh, um, but the I need more vocabulary because the how
Or,
do you say
or tell me how we could do it.
yeah, the idea is because
How could we reduce the amount of meat that we are consuming? How could we do it? What
oh
could we do?
we could try to eat, for example, mm, most healthy because, for example, I believe chicken. If we eat chicken, we contribute to reduce the methanol gas. That is the big problem for the war, global warming.
Okay, so we're going to go back to main station, and we are going to share as a group the solutions that we could have related to that problem.
We're going to
So
comment.
let's go back to main station.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, the other ones are still working, I guess. They are returned right now. All right, let's see some of your solutions or possible solutions that we have related to global warming. We're going to start with Roberto Zuniga. So, Roberto, can you tell your classmates one of the solutions that you think that we could do in order to decrease global warming?
Okay, I was thinking on the solution to reduce the global warming, and the first is we could stop cutting down. I'm going to repeat. We could stop cutting down the forest for for the for agriculture. Why? Because there are the blow or the or that uh, the forest is the word blown. Yes, and the our planet need more trees or forests to reduce the global warming.
Good, Roberto, good. So, you said that we could stop cutting, not putting, cutting. We
Cutting,
could,
cutting.
we could stop cutting forests, he said. Yes, or we could stop cutting down trees. Yes, because that
Yes,
is one of the reasons too. Good. So as Roberto was explaining, he was giving more information. I know that Edwin, Stanley, and the rest have their own information too. Now you're going to work in groups of three, and you are going to tell your classmate those things that you have in mind that we could do, why and how we could do it. So tell your classmates how we create the groups. So the first group is going to be, let's see, Stanley with Adolfo and Roberto Zuniga, you three. Francisco Spire will be listening to you. Edwin Mendez, David, David, and Nancy. In the next one, Constantino will be listening to you. Juan Ramirez, Marlon, and Omar. So it will be four. And Lisette that has problem, I guess she still has problem to be online. So you enter and you tell your classmate those solutions that you had with your classmates, the ones that you created. You have to say why and how we could do it. So enter and tell your classmates right now.
I was I was I was talking with a teacher. I remember some times ago I was reading about, and I think the three topics which we can use to reduce the global warming. Where is the fear was the which I explained, or I try to explain. Uh, we could start the cutting down forests or agriculture. Why? Because the forests are the lungs, no, are the planet lungs. That is the word teacher lungs. Yes, yes. But the reason how can we do that? Uh, in mine, I was we have to reduce the use of tree for example for the cook the
Plant.
cook the food. I think that
I
because
agree. I agree on that.
I I I saw or I watched a lot of people who
The farmers, and we can use the bicycle, and we decrease the smoke of the car, but we need ways for bicycles. The government have to make this part, create ways for the people can use the bicycle.
Okay.
But maybe, I don't know.
I have another similar. We could use more the bicycle and public transport and use the car only for necessary because the pollution will reduce.
Yeah, it's like the same.
Yeah.
For me, it's another is we could take care of the water because we are pollution or river and lake, and it's important because the fauna is 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 important in the water. It's important for the people.
Yeah, it's a good suggestion. The water is very important.
Yeah, but the
And
family nears or river or lake, your food or your life is depends this the river.
Yeah.
yes, I have other suggestion.
Okay.
We could create optional transport. For example, we can we could create like an electrical train
Mm,
or or buy electrical car.
okay.
It's difficult because it's are very expensive, but it's for to decrease the pollution of the car.
Yes, yes. And I teacher, how do you
Maybe
say
the
the ventajas,
Disadvantages.
disadvantages,
Disadvantages. Or
disadvantages,
disadvantages, if you want to pronounce it.
disadvantages. For disadvantages, this car, the electric car, is the longer distance.
yeah, but in some countries on the gas station there are uh, connection for charge this type of car
Ah,
and other
yeah,
cars.
yeah.
Uh, some ¿qué se llama? In things that we use normally in our house, like a laptop, refrigerator, electric, cocina eléctrica, cocina eléctrica, uh, electrical stuff, okay, electrical stuff and focus. Yes, and yes, this is the reason that we use solar energy. Okay. Marlon, do you have one option?
Eh,
air pollution.
you could reinforce the culture, the recycle culture, because you avoid to to reduce um, the I don't know how do you say um, basureros,
Trash.
trash,
No,
Trash.
trash,
I think
Trash.
I think the word that you want to say is landfills.
landfills.
Lands.
Landfills, like in Nejapa,
Ah, yes, yes.
landfills.
Mhm,
Because a trash can or a waste basket is a little one that you can find in your house
mhm.
or in the park. So those are trash can or waste basket. But a landfill is big.
Lands.
Landfill.
Lands. Lands.
Okay.
Quiero ver. We can plant trees too. Uh,
Yes.
Have a many residential there.
The name,
Mhm.
the residential name was Ciudad Marsella, but in this place, I don't see any tree, and the place was very hot.
Yes, I suppose that in that area are many residential.
Yes, and for me, maybe the two most important change for avoid the global warming is plant more trees and use renewable energy, but
Yes.
without gasoline, because
But the
the
first
car
idea that
electric,
you say is very good.
yes, because
The solar panels.
the solar panel, because I see in television advice that when you have a electric car, but you need a chair, a chair is need gasoline. Maybe you travel for a long distance.
Mhm. We need more electrical cars.
Yes, but the chair is with solar panel.
Like Roberto said, we need a Tesla, right, Roberto?
yes.
We need to buy Tesla cars.
We could buy. Yes,
But I hear that cars are very expensive.
but that are
Yes,
produced in it produces a lot of cars, reduce the payment. It is more cheaper.
Okay, guys, I think everyone is back. Now, I heard some of your suggestions or solutions. They were really creative, and also you were giving like options because you said if this one doesn't work, we could also do this. So like two things at the same time, and that was good. Now I'm going to share the screen with some mistakes that I could identify when you were talking. So you will help me correct them so that you cannot repeat the same mistakes and you can correct them when you're speaking. So the first mistake that I heard is that someone said other solution. Other solution. How do you correct it?
Another solution.
Good. You can say another. Say another. Well, you say another because this is singular or plural. Adolfo?
Um, 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 Plural.
Are you sure?
Sí,
David,
digamos, singular.
solution is singular or plural?
Singular.
Perfect.
Singular.
So if it is singular, you use another. Other is for plural. Other solutions. Other solutions. But another, singular. Good. Now, David, how do you pronounce this word, the second word that you can find over there? How do you pronounce it?
Could.
Okay, here you need to check the pronunciation because the pronunciation is Juan. What is the pronunciation?
Cut. Or
Ah,
cut.
good. So you corrected yourself, David. That is the pronunciation. It is cut, not could.
Cut.
Cut.
Okay.
Now, next one, Juan Ramirez. How do you pronounce the next word?
Public,
Can you repeat it, Juan?
public,
How do you pronounce it, Edwin?
Paul.
Public,
Repeat it, Edwin.
public,
How do you pronounce it, Stanley?
Oh.
Public.
Exactly. You pronounce it public. 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 Good. Next one, Nancy. For charge. For charge your cell phone, for example. For charge your cell phone. How do you correct it?
To charge.
Perfect. You don't say to, but you use to instead of for. Yes, to charge, not for charge. For charging, yes, because for is a preposition. So gerunds after prepositions for charging, or easy and simple to charge. Next one, Omar. Someone said we could avoid to use cars. How do you correct it, Omar? Omar, open the microphone at least to know that you are there.
What to use car? The correct is avoid to use car.
No, it means that the person said we could avoid to use cars.
Good boy.
No?
No.
Okay, let's see.
Good
Marlon,
boy.
how do you correct it?
Avoid.
Good boy.
Use.
Use. You, you couldn't use car?
No. Roberto, how do you correct it?
We could buy to use cars.
Can you repeat it, Roberto?
We could buy to use cars.
No, the word is avoid. So, I'm
Ah,
typing a letter over here. I don't
we
know.
could buy to use cars.
We could avoid to use cars. Yes, but that is not correct. This is not correct. So, what is the correct one? How do you correct it? No idea? Who knows the
To
answer?
No.
avoid.
The letter S. No.
No,
We could to avoid.
We could use
no, no, because I want to use avoid. I want to use the word avoid.
We could avoid used car.
No,
Maybe. No, I don't know.
no. You need to say we could avoid using cars. Avoid using. After the verb avoid, you need gerunds. Yes, that's a reason. You cannot use infinitive after avoid. So take notes about it. Next one. Someone was talking about something that happened one day in the past. Stanley, the person said, this day in this place. So what is a mistake?
Excellent.
If we talking about the past, we can say this day.
This day.
We can. It's not possible to use this day,
Okay, how do you say it, so?
that day,
Perfect. Or talking about the place?
that place.
Perfect. Thank you, Sunny. You say that day in the past, that place in the past. Not this place because this place is my house. This day is Wednesday. Yes. So if you
Ajá, ese lugar.
another place or about another day, you use that day, place. Yes. So you need to replace it and use that. Yes. Next one, Edwin. It says we have uh, two important change. We have two important change. What is a mistake? I will not hear important. Edwin?
The word change is in singular.
Hmm?
And could be in plural.
How do you say it?
Two important changes.
Change in plural?
No, change. Or I don't know, change,
Changes.
changes. Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Changes.
that would be the plural form. Yes. Now next one, Juan Ramirez. We could plant more tree.
three in the singular,
So how do you say it?
correct? Eh,
Plants.
we could plant more trees.
Perfect. More trees in plural, no more tree singular one. Next one, Nancy. The idea you said very good. The idea you said very good. Hey Juan, I think the idea you said very good.
Is very good.
Oh, that's better. The idea you said is very good.
Or I think your idea is very good.
Yeah, that's another option. Your idea is very good. Or the idea you said is very good. Could be it too.
More
Now, last one. Roberto Zuniga, more cheaper.
Yes, it's cheaper.
Exactly. You don't say more, you only say cheaper. You say more when you have a word that is long, not short. For example, an adjective, beautiful, beautiful, three syllables. So you say more beautiful. But if you have only one sound, one syllable, you say tall, taller, short, shorter. One sound, short. One sound, shorter. Tall, one sound, taller. Big, one sound, bigger. Handsome, two sounds, handsome or more handsome. Expensive, expensive, more expensive, and like that. Yes. So try to correct those mistakes so that you can speak in a better way when you are expressing your ideas. Now, to finish class, we are going to do something interesting. And we were saying that we can also use it for suggestions or for hypothetical situations and also for possibilities. So we are going to try to do the three things at the same time. We are going to try to dream about something, and we are going to give possibilities and suggestions to your company or the company that you're working for. How are you going to do it? You will work with the same people you were working with, and you will tell them, I know that you all feel good at the company that you're working for. You love that company. You feel well. It's the best place to work in El Salvador. Yes, I know that you feel like that, but we always think that there are some things that the company can do or that the company could do better for you to feel better too. So, what could the company do better for you to feel even better? So you can tell your classmates about it. For example, I saw Juan. So Juan said, so Juan, what would be your suggestion or your possibility? But try to give me a reason how they can do it and things like that. Juan?
For example, the example. Uh, for example, in the my company could uh,
Increase? Increase?
increase increase my salary.
Give more information. Tell us why and how they could do it.
Okay. Because I need the money. For example, I want the I don't know.
PlayStation 5.
That's not an important need. But if I were you, Juan, if I were you, I would support my idea or my opinion with something that is really, really important or a reason that is like, um, we can say, probably reliable. Because if you say, oh, because I need money, everyone needs money, but you need to support why you need money. So I can give you an example using what you said. I think that our company could increase our salaries because we are spending more, I don't know, more money in bills. For example, I had to increase the speed on internet. I had to get a new laptop computer. I had to get a new pair of headphones. I also have to pay every month more in electricity and water because I'm all day long at home. So I think that's one of the main reasons why the company should increase or could increase the salary. And in that case, I could feel better. And also because, as you know, things are more expensive right now due to the coronavirus. So all things are more expensive, and they could help us maybe with a bonus of $10 every month or $20 every month to pay some bills. Yes? So try to do the same. Tell your classmate what the company could do, why, and how they could do it. I'm telling you how they could do it. Probably not $100, but $10 or $20 every month just to pay some bills. They could do it like a bonus, or they could give us some food so that we are not spending in food for 1 week or 2 weeks, and With that money, we can pay bills. Yes. So that's just my perception. Now you have your own request. Maybe you can talk about uniform. Maybe you can talk about equipment, tools, or you can talk about, I don't know, um, the environment at work. Maybe you could say that they could create more team building activities so that you can interact with other people and like that. Yes. So I don't know. This is your activity. So I will let you work in groups and tell your classmates how you could feel better at the company you are working at, and also why and how the company could do it. So, and tell your classmates right now.
Yeah.
So let me see if you have any idea.
Yes, I think oh, this group is studying English because we are interested in 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 be in do in be better our job. That is a benefit for the company and for us. And I believe good to study English. I believe that. Do you understand? Do you
I don't know. How do you say roto?
What?
¿Cómo se dice?
Broken.
Broken. Pero broken es como quebrado.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in the clothes?
Pero, oh, teacher, how do you say roto?
Rip or turn?
Torn.
Torn.
Oh, okay.
Or
Right.
Rip.
Right.
rip
Okay.
Torn.
or turn.
The uniform are torn. Let me a minute. I need to charge my phone, my cell phone.
No problem.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, David. From I think the company couldn't force anyone to stay working overtime because that is very tired and an accident can happen because of that.
Good.
Are you agree with me?
Do you agree? Do you
Do
agree?
you agree? Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I agree.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I
I
Because
agree.
agree.
in mine today, we had Spire overtime, Felix overtime.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
It's
Manuel.
very
Me,
common. It's
Manuel
very common in the
overtime.
company.
Edwin,
me
yes.
yesterday.
So
Yesterday I had to work at
believe
9 p.m.
yes, believe it or not, that affects you. Not only in class, because I know that you have to be every day in class, and supposedly you had a specific time to receive class, so they will never change your schedule. So that's what they said, but
Yeah.
they're changing them. So I don't know why. And the
Mhm.
other thing that is important is what Nancy is saying, because you can have an accident. I had students in the morning. They were coming from the night shift and they had classes in the morning. They were really sleepy, and they were telling me, I arrived home like 10 minutes ago, and then I said, okay. So they felt really tired, and imagine
Yeah.
activities when you are really tired can affect you. And they said that they finished at 4 a.m. or at 5 a.m. because they had to do overtime, and that is then dangerous. So Nancy, you are right. I agree with you.
Okay, David?
And for me, I the but I think
Could be, uh, I don't know in this moment how is the entry of the acceso 6, acceso 6. But when it's raining, people uh, are whip, I don't know, how do you say, mojados, o sea, se mojan todo. The
They're
entry of the
wet. They are
what?
wet.
They are wet in the acceso 6. I don't
Access
know how it,
6.
es un nombre propio, no sé si se traduce.
That's a
It's
oh okay. So if you know it like
or
that,
I don't
but
know, access 6
yeah,
or access 6. Uh,
okay.
then when it's raining, the people suffer pain, no sé, I don't know,
Suffer.
suffer because you are so whip and and this is the enterprise could be improved. I don't know how is in these days because I don't go to Ironman for a few months. I work in my house.
I haven't been to Ironman for a long time.
Mm, yes, and the access is in the access in the morning and shift B and shift B or well, it's more frequently in shift B because it's more people to try to entry through access 6 and and the transportation sometimes is late is came late.
Yeah. Juancito.
Could install a air conditioning ground support or ground car on each aircraft to uh, to adequate the weather into the aircraft because if you remember also
Yes,
to the aircraft the weather is too hot.
yes, yes,
And I believe that people who work better or give better uh, or could work better uh, with air conditioning into the aircraft that with off air conditioning in the aircraft. I was watching that in other PlayStation 5 in Maya, in Alemania.
and Lufthansa, Rose.
But remember, we are that are the real we are competiendo with that
Competing
compare with those companies.
with
We are
those
the
companies,
tier
right?
we are the tier company which gives service in Airbus around the world. We are in between the first 11 companies. That could be a good idea.
Yes, yes,
Could be.
be- because in some time, someone aircraft have a air conditioner inside the aircraft, but we work it better.
Yes.
But
If you remember the
sometimes,
Delta representative, uh, uh, do that's requirement to the company in on the aircraft. Yes. But the reason in Delta uh, apply that system. I just like, what do you think could the company do?
And just don't give me more time.
You still
You
have
did
more
the
time
work time
to tell us.
from 8
we
hours
can
to 4 hours.
we cancel the event. We need. I propose that cancel the event. Lanzamiento de estrategia. That is a show. Only a show.
yeah,
And expend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to change that.
we
Okay.
need other bonus.
All right, guys. I heard your demands. I heard your demands. Some of them are really important. For example, I heard one that you need transportation from the gate to the place you have to work because you have to work. You have to walk for about, I don't know, 1 or 2 kilometers just to get to the place where you have to work. And also, as Marlon was saying, I guess, because you get wet when it is a rainy season. Yes, and that is really, really important. Then I heard another one that is important too, and that one is related to let's say the weather where you are working because sometimes if you're in a place and the place is really hot, so you are not working at 100%, or maybe it could be dangerous because you are sweating and you can get something wet over there. Yes. And something important that Nancy mentioned was about working overtime. So they could stop making you work overtime because sometimes they force people to do it. And even in night shift, when they know that there could be an accident because they are sleepy, so those things can happen, but obviously they need more personnel in order to allow you work only the hours that you have to. Yes, but good. Maybe one day your ideas will become true. As Roberto was saying, you are competing to be one of the best companies around the world. So
Yeah.
you could do it. Good. Now, one person is missing presentation. That person is Omar. So, Omar, can you project, please? Who else is missing presentation here? No one? No one else? No? No. So, let's listen to Omar.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I want to tell you about my travel to Guatemala. The day I started at midnight. When I got out the work, I met with my coworkers in a gas station, and with we have bought some snack and a couple of beers. In my case, I drank soda. That was one of the best I've done. Um, in spirit with make joke each other. The best, the best, the best was with save the cell phone because we talk about all no recuerdo cómo se dice. For And we left the gas station at 3 a.m. We got the place. I bought uh, unlimited ticket. We arrived at Mundo Petapo, and so I told you I bought unlimited to ride on the river, forgotten it. Well, I ate during the afternoon while I was waiting about only that it was that day was good because we share with my coworkers and I make friends only that.
Okay, thank you. Let's give it up for Omar. Thank you. Good job. So you have traveled to Guatemala. That was like the achievement. Yes? You have traveled to Guatemala and you
Yes,
did all those
yes.
things. Good. Thank you. So now I'm going to project the attendance because it is 9 p.m. So first person Felix asked for permission. He's not here. Joshua also had an emergency. Eric, we don't know him. Marlon,
Present.
Adolfo,
Present.
Nancy,
Present.
Omar, David,
Present.
Francisco Gaitan, and Francisco. Where is Francisco? Constantino, Stanley, Edwin,
Present, teacher.
Juan,
Present, teacher.
Lisette. Well, Lisette is there. Lisette in text present. Francisco Spire, he's there, but he's working. And Roberto Zuniga. All right. So before we leave, today is Wednesday. Next week is Holy Week. Yes? But I was telling Marlon, I guess, or Edwin today that I received some information in the morning, and the information said that we will have classes next week. So no vacation. Vacations will be later for you. Vacations will be, uh, let's see, will be the 31st. From the 31st to the 12th. So you will have 12 days vacation. Yes. But next week we have classes on Monday. On Monday we have classes. So don't forget it. I need to see you here. Yes. So thank you for
Only Monday, teacher. This week is only Monday.
no Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And
Okay.
we finish on Wednesday. We finish on Wednesday. On Wednesday, March 31st, we finish. And then next level will start on, I think, April 12th. Yes, but we finish the level next week. So we will have classes. Yes. So thank you for being there. I see you on Monday. I will send you the activities that you need to complete in Schoology to the WhatsApp group. Yes. I see you on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Bye guys. Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Right.